It's Mother's Day! Hey guys, my name is CODENAMEBIGBEAR or Stuart, if you want to call me by my first name. Now, today is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mum. I love you to bits, I really do. This video is kind of dedicated to yourself, because I'm going to be talking about at least probably your favourite game of all time, and that is Solstice. But before I get to that, I want to talk about a couple other games that we used to play together. So the first game I'm going to talk about is one of those retro Pac-Man games that look like a little space helmet, like a yellow thing. It was obnoxiously loud, it was green and red lights, and that's pretty much all you had in it. And you had a little Pac-Man going, yeah, basically we used to play this game all the time. You would write down the scores on the back of a shoebox lid. We did this quite a lot, actually, the shoebox lid thing. But we used to write that down quite often because, well, it was fun and we didn't really have much else to do. You know, it was one of those. I was quite young, before I was a teenager, I think, because it's still in the 90s. And we're playing that all the time, you know, having a little bit of fun with that. But the shoebox thing does extend to other games as well. Passwords in 2 Bomberman games we played. We used to play Wario Blast, which I actually have on my Game Boy. Well, I do have a Game Boy, but it's at Mum's. But my Super Game Boy, the SNES cartridge which you would have seen on a previous video showing that Tetris worked after I dropped it in tea. Yeah, I did that. Wario Blast is actually Bomberman versus Wario in a Bomberman style thing. You just go through, find a boss, defeat it, next level, find a boss, defeat it, so on and so forth. And it was a very password driven game. We played that a lot and tried to get a high score we possibly could as well. And there was also Super Bomberman 2 on SNES. A game I borrowed from a friend of mine. Hi Ben, how you doing? Game I borrowed from Ben, you know, years and years ago when I was, again, still a kid. I think I was still in secondary school by this point, or just entering secondary school by this point. Before that, actually, that would have been, secondary school was after the N64. I forget how old I am sometimes. And we played this game quite regularly, writing down passwords to get through and to eventually complete it. I don't think we did in the end, but it was a game we regularly have fond memories of doing that with my mum. Yeah, which brings me to her favourite game of all time, at least as far as I know it's her favourite game of all time, Solstice, The Search for the Staff of Demnos. So Mum would play this game endlessly. She absolutely loved it. Even right now, my phone ringtone for her is the music from this game. In fact, I'm just going to play you a few seconds of it now. That music is absolutely amazing for an 8-bit NES or, you know, original Nintendo system. Just, it's so epic in almost every way. And then it starts droning monotonous to it. That kind of gets really fantasy-esque as it goes as well. And it's just really, really, in my household, in my mum's household growing up, it was iconic. We'd all go to bed. Next thing you know, you'd hear the NES go on, and you'd hear da 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 da. We all knew what she was doing. She absolutely loved this game. So Mum's kind of like, she was just absolutely loved it. She played this endlessly, as much as she possibly could. Obviously, as we got older and new consoles came in, me and my brothers would switch it out. We'd always play those, and we'd rarely ever put the NES on, so Mum didn't really get to play it as much anymore. Which I did feel quite bad about, because, you know, it's her favourite game, she wants to complete it. Eventually I did find an emulator on my phone. I set it all up for her, I transferred files over, downloaded the right things. I know I really shouldn't, and I'm so sorry, but this is for a woman at the time was nearly in her 60s. Sorry, Mum. And she wanted to, well, I wanted to give her a chance to play a game again. But obviously without buttons, she found it quite difficult. And when I told her that you could save the game as you go, so she could just eventually just complete this game and get everything that she wants to get, 100% of the rooms that she wants to get in this game, she could. She told me no, she doesn't want to do that. That's cheating. She's just a hardcore gamer. Absolute legend, my mum. Absolute legend. But anyway, so bringing back to the game. So talking about how many percentages there is, you basically play. What's his name? Shadax. Shadax. I'm gonna quick look. Hang on. Shadax, that's his name. In the game, he's a little blue wizard. That's pretty much all you see. But you do have a couple of cutscenes. He enters the garden, and his girlfriend gets kidnapped by the evil villain. And he gets sent to this castle's dungeons, and you've got to find the broken staff of Demnos to defeat said villain, whose name is, I can't believe I did this again, it was really obvious, it was Morbius. Not this Morbius. And basically, you go through these rooms, and it's isometric view, so it's kind of askew. You press up, and you go right. It's awkward. But once you get used to that, it's a really fun little platform puzzle that's rock hard. It's so difficult. Again, I remember Mum playing this, and she's getting so far, and she get a higher percentage. She's like, yes! And she just knows the pattern, and she's learning those patterns as she's going, and she's just loving this game even more. Me as a kid, when I was watching it, it was kind of boring, but at the same time, I really loved watching Mum play, because it was a new game, something colourful that we could all enjoy. But she would keep on going. Like I said, we'd go to bed. But in the game, obviously back to that, when I said it was really hard, the jumping is quite floaty, so you have to get used to that. Once you get used to the whole idea, you figure things out. You can pick up blocks and jump, let that block off below you and jump again. You can find Pegasus boost potions to help you see things that aren't there normally. Unlock keys that will platforms so you can get further away in this castle and kind of do your thing and save the day. It's a really cool game. You got lives, you got continues, but these continues are tokens, essentially, credits, like they're called. So you have to think, am I going to die in this next room, or what's in the next room? Is something valuable, like my Pegasus boots, for instance. I say Pegasus boots, they're just boots with feathers. It's nothing to do with Zelda. I don't know, it could be a reference. But you get those boots, and if you die after you got those boots, after you collected the credit, you would go back to the credit before you got the boots. You'd have to collect everything else you got again. Like I said, but there are a few other things that really stick out when you're playing this game. One, the atmosphere is really cool. The music, as I said, is absolutely wonderful, and to this day I love it, and I listen to the soundtrack every now and again. It's only 10 minutes. You can find it on YouTube. You know, it's just really, like I said, in my household, iconic. Everyone knows it. My whole family will know this. But they're also, hopefully, they would also remember when Shaddix dies in the game. You have one hit, no matter what. If you hit a bad guy, you hit some spikes, and you're done. And he makes this noise, and he melts into his own hat. And it just sticks in there, man. I hear it every now and again, but that's only because I probably played it recently. I played it a couple of days ago, and even today. So, you know, who knows. But this game is absolutely a really great game. If you have the chance, check it out. Have a look on YouTube and type in Solstice. Solstice NES is probably the better idea. You'll see videos of it, and you'll hear this music, and you'll see this puzzle game. That if you're into puzzles, then play this game. But more of a modern take that came out recently was a game called Lumo, a game that I bought because it looked exactly like Solstice, and I wanted more of Solstice, so I played that. There is a sequel called Equinox, this was also on the Super Nintendo. It's a game I've already played. I do own it. It's somewhere in this collection. Not this top bit, it's like a drawer at the bottom of the thing, but it's here somewhere, and I do need to pick it up and actually play that game, especially considering how much I did enjoy Solstice myself. But again, go out and play it. And Mum, if I can find a way to sort out a console that you can actually play this game on properly, I will sort that out for you as soon as I can. In fact, I've got a couple of ideas already. My video for Mother's Day is my Mother's Day special. Mum, I love you so much. I hope you have an amazing day. I know it's probably going to be pretty difficult right now with what's going on in the world, but I know what you're like. You'll do your best, and you'll figure out some way of doing it. Maybe you can give me a call, and I can help you get this sorted out on your phone again, and you can give that a blast. But have a great day. To everyone else who's watching, thank you very much for watching, listening to me ramble about a game that's nearly 30 years old. And have a great day yourselves. You know, don't forget, keep your hands clean and all that. But like, share, subscribe, comment, do everything you can do to help us out. It all really helps us, I promise you. And just most of all, just have yourself a great day, and be nice to each other, yeah?